Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome back to another story time with Mr. Kepke. It's Friday, and I hope that you've had a good week. And now we have 2 weeks until Christmas, or Christmas break anyway. Tonight we have a wonderful book for you. I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and I hope this book finishes off the week really good for you. It's called The Most Perfect Snowman. The Most Perfect Snowman. Have you ever built a snowman? Have you ever built one before? I have. I can remember a lot of the snowmen that I've built, and some of them look like the one here at the front of the book. I had a good time building snowmen when I was a kid. Drift was the loneliest snowman made from the first blustery snow of winter. He'd been built fast and then forgotten. With only 2 skinny stick arms and a small mouth and eyes made of coal, Drift dreamed of wearing a stylish hat, scarf, and mittens just like other snowmen. Most of all, he dreamed of having a pointy orange carrot nose. If only I had that, I'd be perfect, he thought. I know of little kids that think if they were different, they'd be perfect too. All the other snowmen were much fancier than Drift and would giggle at him with frosty glee. As you can see, they're making fun of him. Dressed in their finery, they would have snowy fashion parades and snowman dances that lasted all night, but Drift was never included. If you see Drift, he's back here. He's all by himself while the rest of them are having a good time. Maybe at school sometimes you feel that way. Like everybody else is having a good time and you're kind of by yourself. So he spent his days alone, swooshing and sliding through the wintry woods, often stopping in the shadows to watch the others laugh and play. One morning, 3 bundled-up children walked by. "What a plain-looking snowman," said one little girl. "You need a hat. Here, take mine." The hat was blue, fluffy and toasty, warm. It fit perfectly. "And you can have my mittens," said the little boy. They were so snuggly. Drift raised his arms in the air and he smiled. The last little girl turned to Drift. "Why don't you take my scarf?" It felt so soft and cozy as she placed it around his neck. She looked at him for a moment. You're still missing something." Then, reaching into her coat pocket, she pulled out the most pointy orange carrot nose that Drift had ever seen. She squashed it into place. "Now, you're the perfect snowman." The other snowmen watched in astonishment. All afternoon, Drift played with the children. He had never been so happy. But soon dark clouds rolled in and his new friends turned to walk back home. Drift thanked them and waved goodbye. That terrible night, a blizzard began to blow and icy snowflakes ripped Drift's new hat and mittens and tossed them into the air. "Oh no," Drift gasped. He set out to search for his missing clothes. He looked up in the trees and down in the stream, over the hills and bushes, but they were gone. Drift has now lost his hat and his mittens. "Oh well," Drift sighed, "at least I still have my beautiful new scarf and nose." Then through the howling wind, Drift heard a whisper, soft voice. "I'm lost. Can you help me, please?" What do you think Drift's going to do? It was a tiny bunny. It looked frightened and shivery cold. The bunny needed a safe place to survive the night, but there was no shelter to be found. Drift took off his scarf and wrapped it gently around the bunny. There, now you'll stay warm. That's when he heard a faint growl. It was the bunny's tummy. What do you think he's going to do now? Drift stared at the frosty night. He knew what he had to do. He reached up and removed his last remaining gift, and he gave his new friend something to eat. He became the most perfect snowman of all. And what made him the most perfect snowman is that he was considering others more than his own self. He considered the other person that was in need at that time. So I hope that this Christmas season that you're considering other people more than your own self. I hope that you have a very good night, and I love each of you very, very much.